Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Today, this is the pre-Fiorentina match video where I will be giving a small analysis of Mourinho's press conference, and I will be giving my 11 starting predicted players which will start on Sunday against Fiorentina for the first match of the season in the Serie A. Now, Roma is coming from a 2-1 win in the Europa Conference League playoffs. They played yesterday in Turkey with a delight from the Uzbekistan lad, Elder Shomurodov. But before we get into this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want to point out, first of all, that I do not own 20 houses. You just see me in different locations because I'm currently in France in a road trip, so we're in different hotels every time. So just pointing that out. But also, before we get into this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We are getting closer to 1,000 subscribers. It's the final push. Get it done. Subscribe if you're new. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please like this video. It supports me so much. And if you want an opportunity to feature on The Simon Show, send the clip over at info.thesimonshow@gmail.com for every match analysis no longer than 10 minutes, and as well as my opinion, Alex's opinion. In every match reaction there will be a subscribers. The subscriber, as well as Simon and Alex, will be different every game week, so everyone will have an opportunity. Let's get on to my 11 predicted players which will start against Fiorentina. Now, obviously in goal, I'm going with Rui Patricio because he's been really showing signs of improvement, especially in the match against Trabzonspor yesterday. He saved Roma many times when Trabzonspor started to attack. As soon as Roma scored their first goal, they went on sleep mode and Trabzonspor attacked. Rui Patricio saved Roma many times, so he will definitely start. He wants to brighten up his debut in the Serie A once again, in front of all the fans. After his debut against Trabzonspor, he wants to be a good factor in his debut in the Serie A as well. And moving on to the 4 defenders, I'm going with Rick Karsdorp in defense because he runs, he sprints, he crosses, and the way he runs back in defense is all Roma needs. And then the left back, I'm going with Viña because he, once again, is very improving. He is improving a lot. He's coming from a completely different league, the Brazilian league, which is very different. And it could be argued that he could be blamed for Andreas Cornelius' goal, but I don't want to blame him because he needs time. And as Mourinho said in many press conferences, the thing Mourinho is asking Roma fans is to give his players time. So these are my right back and my left back. And moving on to my centre backs, I think Mancini will play because obviously if Roma is having difficulties to score, a Mancini header could be the decisive to get the 3 points in the first match, which are key, The season needs to start the best way possible. So Roma needs to grab the 3 points at the Stadio Olimpico on Sunday against Dusan Vlahovic's side. And then I think Ibanez will play. Now Kumbula can play. Smalling is injured, but Kumbula can play. However, Fiorentina have a very dangerous striker, Dusan Vlahovic, Serbian lad. This guy, if he turns up to the Stadio Olimpico with a mindset, this guy can score many goals. And Roma's defense obviously is not the best in the world, so they will make many mistakes. So Mancini and Ibanez up to now, without Smalling, are the most expert defenders, and they will play to try and stop Dusan Vlahovic. So that is my 4 defenders. And moving on to my 2 defensive midfielders, I am going with Cristante and Veretout. Diawara can play, however, there are rumors saying that he's gonna leave, so giving such confidence onto a player which might leave isn't that great. So Veretout will play, very aggressive player, and Cristante, after his Italian dream of winning their Euros, he's back at Roma, played well against Trabzonspor. He will be playing next to Veretout because this couple, when they want to play well, when they want to be aggressive, it is very difficult to get past Veretout and Cristante. So I think they will be my defensive midfielders. And moving on to my 3 attacking midfielders, obviously, Roma now has an advantage winning 2-1 in Turkey. However, now that the away goals doesn't count anymore, anything can still happen. So the fact that Roma is playing so many matches in a short period of time means, yes, that it is a positive thing to play top players because they can, finish things up. However, it might be a big risk because Roma players often get injured. So it looks like I'm saying the same exact formation which played against Trabzonspor. And I think it will be very similar, with a few changes. I think there will be a slight turnover against Trabzonspor, and Mourinho obviously wants to start the best way possible in the Serie A, so I think he will play very similar to how he played in Turkey. So my three attacking midfielders are Zaniolo. This guy is an absolute baller. When he has the ball, he is absolutely amazing. No one can push Zaniolo away. His physical strength is on another level. Then in the middle, I'm going Pellegrini, who wants to score again after the goal against Trabzonspor, and Mkhitaryan. Now, these three players are building such great bonds, and the more bonds they make, the more goals will come. So those are my three attacking midfielders. And moving on to my striker, I cannot not say Eldar Shomurodov. Now, everyone is going to go, Tammy Abraham. Yes, Tammy Abraham got a confirmation from his medical checkups in Italy saying that he is ready to play. So he definitely will get a call for the match against Fiorentina. However, will he start? He is coming from a very different league, the Premier League, and he needs time. He came less than a week ago. So I think Shomurodov will play and Tammy Abraham will play the match against Trabzonspor, in my opinion. Eldar Shomurodov, 3 matches he played, 3 goals he scored. I think he will score in this match as well, because he is just a fire gun. The way he plays, as soon as he touches the ball, is a goal. He is very, very, very reactive when it comes to passes, and he is the big factor to this new club. A player which didn't cost that much in compared to Tammy Abraham, and maybe there are signs that he could potentially be better than Tammy, because 3 matches out of 3, he scored 3 goals. So Eldar Shomurodov to play as striker. So this, ladies and gentlemen, was my 11 predicted squad, which will start against Fiorentina. And now I'm going to give you a small analysis highlighting the most important points of Mourinho's press conference. However, I'll catch you tomorrow, or in other words, a few seconds for you guys, because Mourinho is actually going to talk tomorrow. So see you in my next hotel. So, I'm here in my next hotel. Mourinho talked in his press conference about 2 hours ago, and now I'm going to give you a small analysis highlighting the most important points of Mourinho's press conference before Roma-Fiorentina. I wrote some notes down, so I'm gonna start reading them. So, a journalist said, "How is the team after the match against Trabzonspor?" And Mourinho said this: "Obviously, wins help psychologically and physically. The team is ready, and wins in general make the team not feel tired and stuff. They didn't have no injuries in the match against Trabzonspor, and for that, the team is psychologically and physically ready for the match against Fiorentina." And he also said that playing every 3 days is normal, you know, this is football nowadays, with these so many tournaments, so many different competitions being in place. There will be matches every 3 days, so the team needs to be ready for that. And you know, in the start of the season, he said that Roma, the only thing they need is to play, because if they play, the players start bonding together, the team starts knowing each other very well, and the victories will come. So playing is the most important thing for Mourinho in this start of the season. You know, they played against Trabzonspor, which was a team who already started their Turkish league with a 5-1 win, so it was tough for them, for a club like Roma, which only played friendly matches up to then. But then they won against the Turkish club, which is now first in the league, after that incredible win against another Turkish club, away from home, winning 5-1. So that was an obstacle, but Mourinho's team jumped that obstacle. And after the win against Trabzonspor, he said that that match looked like a Champions League qualification rather than a Europa Conference League qualification. Because Roma was unlucky to pick Trabzonspor, because there were many other teams which would have been just done easy. In 2 minutes, Roma would have scored 3 goals and happy days. But he also said that misfortune will happen in football, so the players need to be ready. Now, he also said that he won't change many things from the match against Trabzonspor, so we will expect many players which are the same which played against Trabzonspor as well, because Once again, as I said before, linking the fact that these players, the top players, need to bond as well. And so the question mark with Abraham, he said that Abraham is getting a call up, however Shomurodov will start. And let's not forget that Roma have got Borja Mayoral as well. Then a journalist asked him how the team feels after losing Smalling for an injury and Villar and Spinazzola as well. And Mourinho said that these three players are key players for Roma, and it was very, very, very unexpected of them to get injured. These three players were very unexpected to get injured. There are three top players which Roma needs, so obviously they will cause problems not having these players, especially Smalling and Spinazzola, which are two players which Spinazzola attacks really well and Smalling defends really well because he's very experienced. So an example, tomorrow against Vlahovic, Smalling was needed, but Ibanez, in my opinion, will play, and Ibanez needs to grow, and it's these moments where these players which won't get many minutes in their legs throughout this entire season can shine. And then the last question they asked Mourinho is if the transfer market is done, and Mourinho said that obviously he is not the one deciding that, it's Thiago Pinto and the Fredkins who decide that. He wants one last player, he wants obviously a defensive midfielder, and the two names which are the closest are Dennis Zakaria and Torreira. Personally, I do not like Torreira at all, so I would definitely prefer Zakaria. Mourinho prefers Zakaria as well. Zakaria costs around 15 to 20 million, but if Diabra goes to Wolverhampton or any other team, then those money could be easily made. So Zakaria, in my opinion, should be the next objective to close Roma's transfer market. So Mourinho said that he's not the one to decide. He wants one last player, however he is happy and he won't demand and protest if the club doesn't buy more players, because he's happy with Abraham. He wanted Abraham, and Thiago Pinto and the Fredkins bought him Abraham, so he is happy, so he won't protest if Zakaria or Torreira won't come. This, ladies and gentlemen, was a quick analysis, a quick overview of Mourinho's press conference before the match on Sunday against Fiorentina in the debut of Roma in the Serie A. Also, I said my 11 predicted squad which will start against Fiorentina. Comment down below if you agree with me or disagree. I'll be very, very curious to read and respond to all of your comments. And if you want an opportunity to be in my match analysis as well as me and Alex, film a clip immediately after each match until the very end of the season. Send it immediately after the match as well, so I have time to edit. Send it over at info.thesimonshow@gmail.com. And as I say at the end of every video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. One final push to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll catch you after Roma Fiorentina with a match analysis with Alex.